Well, a national speech was not on President Joe Biden's schedule today, but Russia's long-feared and now globally condemned invasion changed all that. White House correspondent Owen Jensen brings us the president's response. Owen.
Tracy, good evening to you. President Joe Biden blasted Vladimir Putin in a speech today here at the White House, calling what he did, quote, a flagrant violation of international law. So now the sanctions, and they include going after Russian banks, cutting Russia off from Western financing, and making sure the Nord Stream 2 project does not advance.
From the East Room of the White House, President Joe Biden addresses the nation.
Who in the Lord's name does Putin think gives him the right to declare new so-called countries on territory that belong to his neighbors?
Now comes the economic punishment. So what will that entail?
We'll also impose sanctions on Russia's elites and their family members. They share in the corrupt gains of the Kremlin policies and should share in the pain as well.
President Joe Biden promises that no U.S. soldiers will be fighting Russian soldiers, and it reassures its NATO allies in Europe that it will defend them if necessary. At the same time, the U.S. is supplying Ukraine, not a NATO member, with weapons in order to defend itself.
Ben Hodges, former commanding general of the U.S. Army in Europe, says Russia is going after Ukraine's economy.
The objective is to bring about the collapse of the Zelensky government, and they want to do that by choking the Ukrainian economy like a boa constrictor that's wrapped around the country.
Former President Donald Trump weighing in, writing in a statement, there was absolutely no reason that the situation currently happening in Ukraine should have happened at all. The weak sanctions are insignificant relative to taking over a country and a massive piece of strategically located land. Pope Francis keeps calling on people to pray for Ukraine. And Reverend Robert Hitchens from the Ukrainian Catholic National Shrine of the Holy Family in Washington, D.C., earlier told me religious freedom is also at stake.
No one wants any kind of foreign power to be determining how they live their lives and even what languages they speak and how they worship God.
President Joe Biden also said he will beef up the protection of our Baltic allies, but warned that Russia is not finished yet. He believes they will launch a massive military attack against Ukraine, adding he hopes that he's wrong. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.